I think in the past we've all thought that learning was something that, when it happens with our brain, it's pretty much set as adults. In other words, we have a ceramic brain as we become adults. Sure, when we're young, we can mold that brain. It's like a clay brain, if you will. And then at a certain age, we fire it. We put it in the kiln, we fire at the brain, and then it's a ceramic brain, and we're done. 20 years ago, that really turned on its head with originally violin studies looking at music and how music actually molds the brain. And then taxi cab drivers, jugglers, these motor kind of skills, and then studying, medical student study in the last few years. And we found that with any of these activities, the brain actually is molded. It's plastic. It changes as we learn. Just like as we lift and our muscles get bigger with exercise, our capacity enlarges with running, for instance, training. That training does physically change our brain. It increases new connections between different brain cells, different areas of the brain. We call this neuroplasticity or changeability. And it's powerful with regard to negative learning. And that's what addiction is. Addiction is a negative learning process. It's a negative form of neuroplasticity. It's pathological. It causes deep ingrained grooves or ruts to form in the brain in these negative patterns. And so I think a person that becomes involved in any addiction, whether it's to a drug or to a behavior such as food or, in this case, pornography or sex, needs to understand that those deep ruts will require a process to recover. I think many in the faith-based community have really just looked at more a pray and it goes away. And certainly that's the most important thing, is prayer, is connecting, I think, with that higher power, at least in my view. I think it's essential. But just as a person with a severe heroin addiction prays but also gets help, gets that support system, does everything they can for recovery, pornography is a very powerful neuroplastic modulator, and it requires a similar recovery support system.